Eating is an activity in which we engage in every day, as part of everyone's life. Making food choices on a regular basis puts us consumers in an active role when it comes to consumption and ethical considerations. We are, in fact, citizens of our food systems, and citizenship implies both duties and responsibilities along with several rights. Essayist Wendell Berry recognizes a portion of the population which does not acknowledge his rights and responsibilities as a consumer, that has become passive, uncritical, and dependent. Berry underlines how consumers buy what they want, or what they have been persuaded to want, within the limits of what they can get. They pay, mostly without protest, what they are charged, and they mostly ignore certain critical questions about the quality and cost of what they are sold. Gail Feenstra's definition of a community food system may come in handy in our discussion, to incorporate a vision of food citizenship, described as a collaborative effort to build more locally based, self-reliant food economies, one in which sustainable food production, processing, distribution, and consumption is integrated to enhance the economic, environmental, and social health of a particular place. The goals of this type of food system include providing equal access to nutritious and healthy food, a network of farms engaging in more eco-friendly production practices, tools and practices to facilitate a direct linkage between consumers and farmers, agriculture-related businesses and food companies which invest financial resources and create new jobs, food-related policies promoting products that are locally produced, processed, and consumed. Food citizenship can therefore be seen as a series of engaging practices and food-related behaviours that support, instead of undermining, the development of an environmentally sustainable food system that is also economically and socially just, as well as democratic. Food citizenship can be practiced at first as an individual act by simply considering the food system implications of how and what we introduce to our bodies. This process can be followed by taking action to implement a more sustainable and healthier approach to food. These actions may include choosing locally, sustainably, and ethically produced food, as well as promoting seasonal varied diets to give value to local production and processing. Change cannot only be dependent on small decisions made by individual consumers, but it has to be supported by regulatory frameworks developed and implemented by courageous policymakers and political leaders, responding to public interest in collaboration with local farmers and producers, and by the cooperation of state, regional, and local institutional policies. To guarantee the good practice of food citizenship, the food system itself must strive towards sustainability and a community-based approach. The emergence of food citizenship, along with the need for new forms of political participation and consumerism, is giving birth to modern consumption movements, such as the Italian Solidarity Purchasing Group, SPG. The interesting aspect of this phenomenon, which is still a niche one, is to be found in its ability to mobilise and socialise individuals over environmental and social justice issues, like pollution and labour exploitation. The SPGs can be defined as local networks of people who share the same values and consumption decisions, following specific criteria. They collectively organise consumption activities, observe specific shared rules based mainly on solidarity. They respect the environment by buying only seasonal, organic, and locally manufactured products, and the producers, hence exiting the mainstream capitalist dynamics while collectively sharing the burden of organising the food supplies. The SPGs can be classified as social movements, observing the following four characteristics that lie at the core of the definition itself. informal relationships between the members, the presence and use of social networks, solidarity, trust and community, the organisation of protest events. Another important aspect of this phenomenon is the role played by internet and social networks in the organisation of the movement. In fact, the web has represented a pivotal communicative device and a powerful tool in creating the social networks. Numerous SPGs have also created websites in order to further amplify the visibility of the groups and their mission, while reaching a wide range of the public. SPGs do not only engage in practical food-related activities, but they have also taken part in social campaigns to raise awareness on social justice issues and environmental issues. They promote educational projects in schools, organise conferences, and promote pilot environmental friendly projects at a local scale. Social phenomena such as the SPGs can be marked as pressure movements that promote critical consumerism and local political participation, operating as new agents of environmental, political, and socio-economic change. Buyer groups represent a new wave of active and responsible citizens and consumers who care about quality and sustainability as much as the processes and costs of goods. These forms of political consumerism seem to be able to stimulate the production and reproduction of inclusive attitudes, the diffusion of a cooperation culture and practice, and the formation of new social affiliations among citizens.